Hey guys, so I decided I'm going to make another response video. This time I'm responding to the more recent upload of Nikocado Avocado, the video Why Veganism is Wrong and Makes People Go Crazy. And he makes a lot of good points, and I'd like to address certain points that he makes in his video. The first point is he kind of talks about how vegans kind of address him or attack him in general, and that's not entirely true. I feel like there are some people who are more open-minded about those sorts of things, and that's just how it is. But that's how he said it. He talks about how people are saying that he's selfish, that he lacks compassion, and then he compares it to how surviving is selfish. And I feel like it kind of is selfish, but it's not really selfish. I don't know how to really explain that point in a better term, but I guess it depends on how you define selfish. I feel like when you do something to survive, that's not selfish. But if you do something to survive and do more unnecessary harm to someone just for you to survive, I guess that's not necessary, then I think that's when it becomes selfish. So no, I don't think that him changing his diet to non-vegan because he feels like he's not doing well on it is selfish. It's not. Because, again, he wants to do it for himself so that he can feel better because he's, according to him, feeling not so great. Okay. Then his other point that he makes is that he says a lot of vegans believe that the answer to all the world's problems is veganism, and he also says that a lot of veganisms compare us to other animals, and he says, no, we're not animals, we're human beings. And I would like to say, yeah, we're not animals. I mean, depending on what you believe in, but we're not like all the other animals. We're human beings. That's completely true. We have a more complex brain, and we do share similarities with other animals, but we still have our own tiny differences. And he talks about like how the earth, or how a lot of people believe that non-veganism, or just eating animal products and partaking in that kind of industry is destroying the earth. And I think that's true to an extent. I mean, even if we did stop, not, I guess, even if everyone in the world was vegan, I don't think it would solve the problem. It would make the problem a lot less, what's that called? A lot less severe, I guess, but it probably wouldn't solve the problem as a whole. I do believe, though, that if you can try and avoid to eat animal products in excess, if you're gonna be not vegan, maybe you can just be mostly plant-based but then eat some animal products if you're not really inclined to be a full vegan, or you feel like that's not benefiting you anymore. But I mean, like, if you're gonna be like, oh, I'm no longer vegan, so I'm just gonna eat all the animal products, all of it, and you binge on it, then I think that's kind of like, no, I don't think you should do that. So yeah, I do believe that when you are a vegan, or you don't really necessarily be vegan, but if you choose a plant-based meal, just one, that lessens the carbon footprint just a little bit. So if you choose to have more than one plant-based meal without any added animal products, or without any animal products, then yes, that would decrease the amount of waste that you contribute to, but I don't really believe that it'll solve all of the problems. Okay, and then the next point. Oh, he makes a point, and he says that he kind of compares religion and veganism together. So religion, veganism, right? And to some extent, I think that's kind of true, because like in a religion, there's probably some truth to it, but then they add a little bit more, and they say things and believe in things so much so that that becomes their truth. It's kind of like I guess to me, like veganism, like it may not necessarily be true. Like I don't know, some facts. Veganism will solve all the problems. If we keep saying that over and over and over and over and over again like a mantra, then we're gonna start to believe it. That's just how we are, I think, as human beings. But that doesn't necessarily mean that's the actual truth, because let me see. When you talk about truth, you're really talking about what you want to believe in, because just because you want to believe it so much, then you'll believe it, doesn't mean that another person will want to believe it so much that they'll believe it. So there's varying degrees of truth to different things. And then he also asks, when does health outweigh the ideals? Health ideals. My answer to that is health outweighs your ideals when you let it, or if you choose to let your health dictate your ideals, or your ideals dictate your health. There are some people who are super hardcore strong, really ready to fight for their ideals. They'll do anything in the world, even if it hurts themselves, to fight for their ideal, because that's the ideal that they really believe in. And then there are some people who are like, this is my ideal, but it's not working for me anymore. Like, do I still do it? And then they question it, and then they decide, no, I don't want to do it. So it depends on how you are as a person, I feel. If you want to believe and focus on your ideals over your health, that's up to you. If you want to focus on your health more than your ideals, that's also up to you. That's your choice. He also brings up a lot of anecdotes of how several people have been on the vegan diet and left. And I just think that that's kind of normal. You know, it's like a trend, technically. I mean, it's like people going to the gym, you know, or like, no, maybe not people going to the gym. I don't know how to explain this, but it's really like when you go into something and you go really hard. Okay, let's say this person was told to pick a certain career because they wanted to be that, or because someone wants them to be that career, but they don't want to be in that career. And so they just go into the career, and it's like, eventually it'll work, everything will be fine, and I'll stay in this career, you know, like that. But reality is that even if you go at it hardcore, straight, plunge through it, attack it, like, you're probably gonna fail because it's not for you, you know? And then you'll be super depressed, you'll be sad, all of these other things, and then you'll find something that's for you. So it's just like when you change your diet, or I mean, it's basically that. But so right now, I've been a vegan for about 10 to 11 months, maybe almost a year. And I went on a vegan diet because me eating my normal diet wasn't working for me. And I've also tried vegetarianism. I've been a vegetarian for a while, went back to eating animal products, and then I decided I'm gonna go try out veganism for a little bit and see how it works for me. I'm not gonna stay a vegan if it's hurting me, I guess, personally, because I went for health reasons. But I also really care about the animals, so I'm not sure exactly where I'm gonna be 2, 3, 4 years from now, where I'm gonna be in the vegan stance. But right now, I believe veganism is great. So that can change any moment, and that's fine. And also, he also brings up a point that a lot of people are like, Nikocado Avocado was never really a vegan because he's questioning, and that's not true. What is that? Isn't that just like religion? You know, like, you were never really a Catholic because you're questioning it, or you've always been an atheist, hardcore, or something like that. That's not true. He's done it for a while, and yeah, veganism is a lifestyle change, but also it's also a diet because it's basically the same thing. And he also talks about how a lot of people tell him to do his research. I'm pretty sure he does his research. Everyone does their research. It's just, you know, even it depends on you if you're really looking for the genuine truth, or if you're looking for stuff that fit your agenda, because that's how it works. Let's say I was writing a paper on why vaccines don't work. You know, there's going to be like a jillion papers on why vaccines work, or why they're important. And then you find one, and then you're just like, yep, see, I told you. there's this research article that says vaccines are bad, and then you're just gonna base it off that one because that's the truth that you want. So yeah. And then he talks about how in the U.S. or in the Western society, people are shocked when they see animals animals harmed in the process of making meat and dairy products, and how in other parts of the world they don't feel the same. That's probably because other people in the world are more exposed to it, so they're desensitized from the whole oh, animals are dying, oh my god, I'm so sad kind of thing. And it's part of their daily life. And he also kind of generalizes too. He kind of goes, well, people in this place are happy and they're eating meat. These people are blah, blah, blah. Maybe there are some people who are probably unhappy, but, you know, there are still a lot of people that are happy. So, I mean, that varies because people are different people. He also talks about how people are telling him that he's trolling or mocking veganism. Honestly, no, he's not mocking or trolling. If he were, it would be a more, a different type of video. It wouldn't be it wouldn't be like this. It would be kind of like, oh my gosh, or like, you know, like a parody, or like, you know, I don't know. It would have been presented in a different way, and he didn't present it in a very mocking or trolling way. So the people who are telling him that are probably pretty close-minded about it. And he also talks about supplementation. I think supplements are good to an extent, but when you are still not doing so well and you're already taking so many supplements, then maybe you need to change something. And that's probably what he wants to do. He wants to change it. He wants to, you know, get that over with and make it so that it's a lot cheaper, a lot easier, and a lot better for him personally in his health. I personally do not take a lot of supplements. I take a multivitamin every once in a while, not all the time. But, you know, I haven't been feeling any of the side effects. I've only been doing it for a while. I've been feeling pretty good on it, and I guess I'll keep you guys updated on how I feel throughout my journey as a vegan. I guess I just, you know, yeah, just be nice, guys. Like, honestly, when I watch a lot of vegan YouTube videos, they're all kind of like fighting each other. It's kind of dumb. Y'all should be like, you're vegan, I'm vegan, hey, cool. I'm vegan, you're not vegan. I'm fine with that. Honestly, I'm fine when someone is not vegan and I'm eating with them. Like, I'm super fine with it. I just don't like it when people like are like, why veganism? Why this? Why that? You know, being a blah 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 is better. Like, you know, keep your personal ideals to yourself, I guess. Or, you know, I mean, just don't do it in such a condescending way, like talking like you're better. I mean, I don't talk to people like I'm better than them. Like, if they're not vegan and I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, I can't eat that. It goes against my blah blah blah, or, you know, whatever. But like, I'm okay with people eating meat in front of me, as long as they're not like, you miss the meat? You miss it? Haha. You know what I mean? Like, as long as they're not doing stuff like that, then I'm totally fine with it. So, yeah. So I guess in conclusion with this video, how to conclude it, like, what I really feel is that Nikocado Avocado can do what he wants. He's a person. He's probably only doing it because he feels he needs to say it. And you shouldn't be judging him or hating him for it. Like, it's pretty dumb. Just, you know, calm down. You know? That's about it. So I think I'm gonna end my video here like this. So if you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and click that subscribe button and like if you like this video. If you have any thoughts, questions, or anything you want to say to me, leave them down in the comment section below. And yeah, that's it for my video. I hope I see you in the next one, and bye!